Hello everyone. We are going to be building some more Legos today. We gotta get through this Lego succulent thing, so I figured it'd just be a good day for putting some Legos together and talking about whatever comes to mind, whatever there is. It's Saturday, it's the new year. How's your new year going, everyone? I'm just trying to get everything set up so I can see the chat and all that as well. I don't often stream like this, so it's not always perfect, but we try. Man, the user interface to do Twitch from like your mobile is so awful. Like, I have to keep my phone in one position and I have to have my tablet in another position so that I can see the chat. It's a whole thing. So let's move this a little bit more into the Legos so you can see them. So we are building a cactus today. So let's put together a cactus. Welcome in, everyone. And welcome all the lurkers. I appreciate everyone who comes in and just kind of watches. Y'all are important too. We finally 100% beat the hate raid. As of last night, they finally took down the last of the guys who were posting lies about me just try and make me look bad. So finally, they have been defeated 100%. They are no longer posting about me. They are no longer, making videos, lying, updates on the community, nothing like that. So we have officially beat the hate raid. So that is very, very good news. All right, let's see. Need one more corner piece. Maybe. It's always that fear of, do I not see the piece or am I missing a piece? There it is. Okay. All right, so we got the planter done. Let's make the pot around it now. Talking to Emmy, because we've been talking about making her stream a little bit more popular. It's like, why are you asking me? I stream to like 3 people. I don't know how to make a successful stream. But I was telling her that maybe we should do a board game night where we can do the, Twitch now has like the co-hosting where we can both go at the same time, and then we can, stream off of our phones and play board games with the community or something like that. I don't know if that would be popular. I can't do any worse than our current stuff, but I thought that might be fun to do a board game night one of these nights. All right, so now we got a planter with some ridges on the side of it, and now it says we're gonna put a flagpole looking thing right in the center, like that. I don't know why, but that's what we're doing. Now we have to assemble the cactus. So it says we take these 2 parts and put them together. Like that. There we go. Does that look like a cactus yet? Let me take little studs. I'm going to put them right on top. I am definitely not confident this is going to look like a cactus, but so far they haven't been wrong, right? So I guess we'll have faith that this strange thing is going to look like a cactus when we're done. And then one of these. Because, I guess I could see how these green parts have, holes on the side of them, so maybe something will stick to it, and that will be the cactus, but this doesn't look like a cactus. Loud T-Rex, hello, good morning. How are you doing this morning? How is it going? Whoops, I unmuted my iPad where I am watching for chat, so let me fix that really quick. There we go. Okay. So we put the 2 of these on top. And then 1 more of these. And then it says to set that aside. Okay, now this is looking more cactusy. It says we need 8 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Got 8 of those. 4 of these. 4 of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 8 studs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see here. Need 8 of these. We got 4. 5. 6. 7. There's 1 more. It's probably the last one too, so it's going to be hard to find. We need 1 more. There we go. 8. Okay, I've got 8 little studs. And then here's the little, I don't know if you can see this on the camera very well, but we got 8 of these little pokey bits. I guess these are going to be like the cactus pokey parts. We need 8 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. 7, 8. All right, we almost got everything assembled here. The last bits we need are 12 of these guys. I also wonder why there's no Lego Pokemon yet. I think I actually know the answer to that, but this is a guess at best. So, because there are there are Pokemon that look like Legos, but they are like Mega Blocks and the Mega Construct and those sort of things. So I'm guessing that the Pokemon Company has sold their rights to the Pokemon to companies that are not Lego, and there's probably some sort of exclusivity with that, so that is probably why Lego doesn't have Pokemon, which is a shame because everyone knows Lego, of course, is the best of all of them, so if they made one, it would be excellent, but, you know, the Mega Blocks or whatever it is aren't terrible. There's one that's like a moving Pikachu that can, like, run that's really cool. All right, we're ready to start constructing something here. So it says we take these 2 guys and put them side by side. And then connect them with a bar. Like that. Okay. And then we take and put those on the side. I know Mario has signed a bunch of stuff with Lego. I really want to play with the Mega Bowser, but that's like a $200 Lego set. I don't have $200 to throw on Legos right now, unfortunately. I wish I did, because it's a really cool set, but let's see. Is that right? Oh, okay. That goes there. We need a single little block there. That goes on top. And then we put these pokey little things on top. I actually used to have Pikachu and Kyurem minifigures and a Pokeball. I've gotten a few of those. I wanted to do some photography and stop motion with me. I love miniature photography, so I got them to do something with, but I haven't done anything with them yet. And there we have the side of a cactus. I really need to get back into my miniature photography. I really enjoyed doing miniature photography. Lost the Pikachu and my dog ate the Kyurem. The unstoppable Pokemon known as Dog. My dog, I loved this dog. His name was Jack, and he was a Jack Russell Terrier, so you know, classic. Every single morning, Jack would wake me up by going to my selection of Army Men toys, grabbing an Army Men, and then he would lay on me and eat it loudly on top of me. I do not know what his obsession was. I do not know why he liked the taste of Army Men so much, but that was his thing. Every morning he'd come grab an Army Men, lay down on me, and we'd spend some quality time eating Army Men together. I do not know. It never caused stomach problems. It never hurt him. I don't think he actually ate the plastic. I'm pretty sure he just chewed on it, but I used to love having Army Men and setting up army scenes and setting up little war scenes and things like that. And he single-handedly decimated my army. By the time he was done with it, it was, a couple lone broken survivors. All right. We're almost done with the cactus. Once I have these sides put together, I'm pretty sure it's going to come all together. Put that on there. Oh. If I'm going to do more Legos, I need to figure out how to do the camera a little bit better here. I wish it would let me record on my, a different lens on my iPhone, put the more zoomed out lens so I have a little bit more room to work with here, but, don't always get what you want. Just put that in the wrong place. There we go. Put that one there. That one there. One more. Don't know what happened to the Pokeball, though. There are so many childhood toys that I don't know what happened to. And, I understand kids are irresponsible and you lose things and all that, but, how did so many childhood toys go missing? And I know there's internet parents now who post it oh, if my kid doesn't play with a toy for so long, I just throw it away. And I don't think my parents did that to me, but, a part of me wonders if that's what happened, because, so many of my childhood toys, I can't even remember what happened to them. And I wonder if they just got subtly thrown in the garbage, because apparently that's what you do, because kids get way too many toys. Which I also understand, because we didn't play with a whole lot of toys. We had a laser tag, we played laser tag a lot, but once we got into video games, that was basically it, right? We loved video games, and that was our hobby. That was what we did full time. So, that kind of became the toy. Which I still think, if you get your kid into World of Warcraft, I'm pretty sure that's going to be the cheapest hobby they can have. Because yes, it's initially expensive, where you gotta buy the computer, buy the game, buy the subscription. But once you have all that, for $15 a month, they've got hundreds of thousands of hours of things to do. Like, that game, it took almost 20 years for me to get bored of that game, so pretty good. Kind of on that topic, we went and saw Megan last night, and the whole premise of Megan was that, it's the last toy you'll ever need because you only need one toy, because Megan's that good. The movie itself was actually pretty good. I was decently surprised at it. I was worried because going into it, it got a lot of bad ratings, and so I was like, oh man, this is not going to go well, is it? It's going to low ratings. It's not going to be a good movie. But it surprisingly was a fun, good movie. It was campy. It was funny. It had some tense moments. It had some good drama. Like, if you haven't seen it yet, definitely go see Megan. It was worth the watch. Oh, I just broke my cactus. What are we doing here? So it says this connects to this, which makes sense. Maybe it connects outside the holes. Maybe I do like that, and then, yeah, and then this piece kind of off to the side, and then this piece off to the side as well. Okay, this is working. No, don't. Oh, just broke it. Come on. And there we go. It's kind of starting to look like a cactus. And then it says we need the cactus flower, I'm guessing. Put that on top. Which I found, if you go to like Home Depot or any place that sells like cactuses and they have the flower on them, if you touch the flower on those cactus, you'll find out like 90% of them are fake. They just put a fake flower on the cactus because apparently cactus blooms are like really, really, really hard and rare to make happen. So they just put a fake one on there so people are like, oh, I've got a cactus with a flower. Apparently that's a thing. I had no idea, but I guess the more you know. All right, so it says now we're building a cactus flower, so we need that. And then so we're putting 2 of these on here. And then it says we need to stick those guys through it. Again, I just trust in the Legos because this does not look like a cactus flower, but in time it probably will. Excuse me. I have to get some water here in a second. And 2 more. There we go. Now we've got this. Then we take 2 more of these guys. And I'm guessing we're going to do the same exact thing. Yeah. Okay. Put 2 on each one. There we go. Make sure these are all nice and tight. Excuse me. Those and those. And last 2. There's 1. Last piece. Where are you? It's hiding behind the camera. Okay. Now we've got 2 of these that look identical. And it says set that aside. Now we've got all these pink pieces, which is probably going to be the flower. So we need 8 of these. 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. 8 of these studs. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and last one is eluding me. 8. Actually made a character using Lego Ninjago Kai, the original Lego Chima the Phoenix Wings, and I gave it a cape too. That's the fun of Legos, right? You can make whatever you want. I just, I don't think I have the imagination to make whatever I want. I don't have a good enough imagination for Legos. I need the book to tell me what to do. I'm good at book instructions. I'm not so good at creativity and imagination. When it comes to Legos, like, when I get a photo shoot in my head, I can do a photo shoot really well and kind of put it together. But Legos seem to escape me a little bit still. 4, 5, 6, 7, and last one's missing again. Here it is. 8. Alright, we're almost done here. I think we've almost got all the pieces together. 8 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And last we need 8 little flowers. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 fell out, so 8. Alright. So, how do these come together? It says we take one of these. It's weird because they're pink, but it looks like orange on my camera. Or maybe it is orange and I'm colorblind. Don't know which. Let's take one of those guys and we put a 2 block in the center to make that. And then we put 1 stud on top, kind of like a podium, I guess, like a 3rd, 2nd, 1st sort of podium. That looks about right. And then one of these guys to take up those. And then a flower on top. And last we need and that is the side of our flower. And now we do that 8 more times. I'll try and make that quick and not boring. Put these guys up here. But yeah, go see Megan. There were some good previews. I'm trying to think of what we saw in the previews that was like, oh, we gotta go see that. Honestly, the one that's most on my mind is there's a new movie made by BJ Novak about, like, they're doing a podcast on someone who's missing or dead, and they go down, like, into Texas, and it looked like a pretty decent, funny movie. And I know you can't always trust the trailers because they cut them to be, you know, not what the movie is, but that one looked pretty good, so I want to see that one pretty bad. It's actually interesting what they can do with cutting movie trailers. Like, if you go on to, like, YouTube and put in a search for, you know, like, if Batman was a comedy movie, or, you know, editing movies 10 different ways, and they'll show you how the same movie with the same information being put in can be made into a horror movie, a comedy movie, action movie just by cutting and editing a little bit on the trailer info, which is just super fascinating. Those guys have some real talent. That just takes some real skill to be able to take, like, here's an action movie trailer, but we want you to make it look like a comedy movie, and making it happen. And that's, that already happens to a degree, right? Like, when you watch a trailer and find out, like, oh, they put only the 2 funny moments in the entire movie in the trailer, so it looked like it was a funny movie, but it's really not, and that's, like, really scumbaggy. I really, really hate it when that happens, but it's impressive nonetheless, I guess I'll say. Here we go. We're 5 out of 8 of these little guys done, so we're just trucking along on those. Editors are definitely unsung heroes of movies. Like, I know directors get all the credit, but those editing teams definitely deserve at least some credit for the great movie. But then there's also editing that's just like, why? Like, there's a scene in an action movie, I want to say Taken, but I'm pretty sure it's not one of the Taken movies, where he, like, jumps over a fence and they used 16 different cuts. So, they cut it very fast to make it look like it was super action and thriller as he's climbing and jumping a fence, but it just made it look absolutely ridiculous because of how, like, chopped up and butchered it was. So, good editing is good, bad editing is bad. That's no shocking revelation there. It's actually about time for me to shoot another film project, another movie project. I don't know what yet, but it's been a little while since my last one, so it's time for me to make something again. So I gotta start getting on the prowl for some inspiration to make a movie, video, something. I emailed the local Trappist Abbey and Byzantine Abbey to ask if I could go interview them, but I haven't gotten any response. The Brigantine, I think it's the Brigantine actually, monks near us are famous for, they make fudge. They're fudge monks. And so I'd love to talk about the process of making fudge and why fudge and all that, but they have not responded yet, unfortunately. So no fudge monks as of yet, but I hope they will. I hope they will let us interview them at some point. All right, these go alternating up and down on this. I really do want to do another, like, Abbey video. I loved doing that. My whole thing is I want to do more with God, right? I love God and I love religion, and I want to experience that and share that and do all that. So I want to keep doing work with that, but it's a lot of paperwork, unfortunately, because there's a lot of people out there that would do wrong if they were given permission. So I understand why they have to protect themselves, but it's frustrating that people ruin it for everyone, Like, if people weren't jerks about it, then it wouldn't be so much red tape to get through it, and I'd be able to do it a little bit more. And that's what I would like to do, but again, I don't necessarily get a choice in the matter because people have already ruined it, so they don't just let anyone walk on and start shooting a movie or talking to people. Or, like, when I was at Mount Angel, I got permission to interview a few of the monks, but I got there early, so I talked to a few extra monks. I was like, hey, I'm doing this. I got permission to interview these monks, but hey, would you mind if I interviewed you or talked to you as well? And they were flat out, no, we're not allowed to talk to anyone with a camera unless we have explicit permission from our group who handles that. And it's like, I get it, because people probably coming up there picking fights with monks and trying to get them to say the wrong thing or demonize the abbey, but like it shouldn't be that way, right? It should not be that way. All right, our cactus is coming together. We got to put him right there. And there we go. We've got a cactus. What do you guys think? That is a pretty good Lego cactus right here. It's got little pokey things, it's got color, it's got a little flower. That is an excellent little cactus. Good job, Lego. All right, we are on to the last book. The last set of Legos. Let's grab... You have a LeChonk. Oh, that is a wonderful emote. You got a LeChonk emote picture? That is solid. I wish I was an artist. I know I'm a photographer, but I wish I could like draw or digital art or things like that, you know, like it's such a cool thing to be able to just see something in your head and just create it. Like, I'm so jealous of people who have, I know there's some talent, but I'm going to say skill because I know those people have spent years honing their skills on that, and I don't want to subtract from that because it definitely is something that I know that they practiced on and took time to build and invest, and I know how invalidating when someone can be like, oh, I wish I had all that talent, that you can just do that you were just born with the ability to draw a Pokemon like that. Like, no, they worked for it. But on the same hand, I don't think any amount of training and practice will improve my skills because I just don't have a good, steady hand. I don't have any artistic vision for it. So I know everyone says, oh, if you just practice, I'm pretty sure even if I practiced, I would not see an improvement. I'm fairly confident in that. All right, we're building the planter box yet again. We're going to have to do this, of course, 3 more times because all these have the same box. So no shocks there that we are doing the planter box again. And when Emmy gets up, we are going grocery shopping today, which is probably not going to be fun, but hey, gotta eat. All right, we got that done. Now we got this. Gotta do the little box part of it. Like, usually we try and avoid going out, you know, the start of the month. That seems to be, usually it used to be that's when it was the most crazy, right? As the first of the month, everyone gets all their, you know, paychecks and all that, so they go shopping. But lately, it just seems like there is no end to the traffic. Like, it used to be, like, you would avoid going downtown around, like, 4:30 to 6, because that's when everyone got off and traffic was bad. But now it's just, like, traffic starts at 1 o'clock and doesn't end until 7 o'clock. It's just like, why are there's so many people? How do you have traffic for 7 hours straight? How could there possibly be that many people in one city? Oh, Minecraft emotes, those are good. All right, we got the box done. Now what are we building? All right, we need these guys. One of these guys, and three more of them. Gonna put that there. And it says to put 3 of these on top. When will I play Minecraft? I want to play some more Minecraft. I want to do a certain kind of Minecraft, though. I see all the people who play Minecraft with like all the super realistic shaders and things like that. And that's what I want to do. I want to play Minecraft with like all the 4K shaders and the realism and all that. I want to play with all those mods on, so I need to figure out how to do that, because that's what I really want to do, is play super 4K shader Minecraft. I think my computer can handle it. Famous last words, but I'm pretty sure my computer can handle a 4K shader for Minecraft. It's not super out of date. I'm missing a piece here. Looking for one more of these little circly guys. I'm gonna do SMP. What is that? Oh, is that it? That's the wrong shade. Right piece, wrong shade. Okay, right piece, wrong shade. I have to start survival multiplayer. I have never really played Minecraft multiplayer. I play with my wife. Her and I have a world that we kind of play around on together, but I've never actually played just like with random people. I know I always see people making like videos about building traps to keep people out of your homes and secret things like that. I guess that's probably where that comes in, right? Like you gotta protect your diamonds or something like that, but I've never actually gotten into that side of that, so I don't really know a whole lot about that. I think we have gotten our first missing piece. I do not see that piece at all. Lego, you shorted me a piece. Check the plastic bags, make sure one didn't get caught in there. It'd be fun to play some Java or Bedrock with someone. I still don't understand the difference between Java and Bedrock and all that. Like, I know there's different versions, but I legitimately don't understand why there are so many versions of Minecraft and what they all mean. Alright, so we're just going to skip the missing piece and still put it together. So it's going to be a little shorter than it's supposed to be, but that shouldn't be a huge deal, I don't think. Alright, next it says we're going to take these little blades and stick them on like this. I know Emmy and I got the Minecraft Dungeons, I think. That was pretty fun to play together. That was not a bad game. I'm honestly surprised they're still updating Minecraft. I would have thought by now, since Microsoft got a hold of it, that we'd have like a Minecraft 2 or something like that, you know? You have Minecraft Dungeons? It's a pretty good game. Alright, that's all put together, and now it goes in the box. And now we have a ball cactus. That's pretty good looking ball cactus. This can live 10 to 200 years, and we bet the Lego succulent can beat that record. I think they're humble bragging about not being biodegradable. Alright, also Pixelmon would be fun. Is Pixelmon like Nexomon? Is that another Pokemon ripoff, or what's Pixelmon? Alright, let's put together yet another little square base. We've done this a million times, so you should know what this looks like. It's Minecraft with Pokemon? That's pretty cool. The things people can mod, like... So I was watching some videos yesterday on Doom WODs, which is the mods for Doom, where people, make their own maps and things like that. And someone was saying, like, why do so many companies hate modders when modders can literally make your game last for years longer. Like Doom, people still make mods for Doom. Doom came out in 1995. People have been modding that game for, what, 25, 27 years? Like, it rings true. I understand that you don't want people to mess with your vision, but a lot of modders are super respectful and make your game last much, much longer. So I think most games would benefit from having a strong modding scene and allowing more people to do mods for it, you know? Like, I know Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 got a lot better with mods. A must on any Bethesda game. I hate, absolutely hate Bethesda introductions. Like, I can't stomach going through the Skyrim or the Fallout 3 or Fallout 4 beginning again. Like, I've done it so many times, it just takes so much time and it's so boring that the first mod I install after I play the game is to put in the random start where it doesn't make you suffer through the tutorial start again. Like, that is a must-have mod, and at this point I don't know why they don't just put it in the base game, because it is so insufferable. Like, I get they're trying to tell a story, and I understand it's important for the first time you play through that game, but everyone knows you don't play those games just once, right? You make multiple characters, you play through different ways, different, styles, so why they have not included that as a base, expansion part of it is beyond me, because that is the worst part of any Bethesda game, is the start. Alright, so we're going to make some weird thing here. Says we stick one of these little green hooks to the side, and then we grab another and stick it to the other side. And then we're going to put one more green stud on top, so it looks like that. And then connect it all together. So we have this thing. Don't know what that's going to do, but we got to build one more. So we need 2 studs. And we're running low on pieces here. See, we need... Do you know that before horses were added in Minecraft, people made a mod for the game to add horses? I actually did hear that once before. It just, again, goes back to mods are not a bad thing. Sometimes people just want simple, easy little mods for things. I do not understand the aversion to it. And like World of Warcraft would be the opposite example. They have leaned too deep into mods, and like you can't play the base game. Some of the base game is impossible. Like raiding without mods, like you're absolutely required to have those mods. That's a bad example of mods. It shouldn't be a requirement, but it should be, if you want it, it's there for you. I think we're missing more pieces. We need 2 more of these pieces right here, but I don't see them. And there's not like there's a whole lot of pieces down here, so I figured I would see them if they were down here. Oh boy. Well, what do you do with your Lego set when there are pieces missing? I'll check the floor really quick. I'm pretty sure I've been very good about not letting any of my Legos fall on the floor. All right, well, we're gonna try and make this work without that. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. see here. Okay, maybe I only needed to build one of those. If I just put it on like that, I think I read the instructions wrong, so I think we can keep going here. So let's see. It says we're gonna take. Back in the day when Nether was added, Mojang thought the phones couldn't handle having Nether, so they added Nether Reactor instead to the Pocket Edition. And there are phones that are stronger than PCs nowadays, so I'm pretty sure they could handle the Nether. Like, almost no doubt on that. Alright, let's... Oh, that's not good. That piece went flying. I think I can find it here. Oh boy. Let's try that again. Like, I know Final Fantasy 15 they did a Pocket Edition for that, you know, downgraded the graphics, but I'm pretty sure a brand new phone could probably handle most of that game. Maybe not the summons. I know the summons are a little much, but... Okay, we've got one piece. One little flower, and it says this connects to here. When you think about it, Android phones are mostly for gamers and iPhones are for social media influencers, as they call them. You know, that's kind of how it's always been, you know, that Mac didn't focus on gaming, or Apple, I guess, didn't focus on gaming for a long time. I know they're trying to bring gamers to the Mac now, and they've done a little bit better with, you know, drawing people in and things like that, but they've just never been as interested in video games, I don't think, as other companies. I was a big Android fanboy. I had it for a long time, but it got to a point where, like, I didn't need the features of the Android anymore, if that makes sense. Like, I didn't need to be able to hack my phone, to root my phone. I didn't need to be able to customize everything. I just wanted something that worked good and had a good camera. And honestly, that's, for me, iPhone does so absolutely good at that they just say it's not the absolute strongest, it's not the absolute best phone ever made, but you know what? It's a good, solid phone, and that's just kind of what I needed in a phone. And the fact that it works, like, so good with, like, instantly connects to AirPods, and I have features that work so well with Emily's iPhone, like, it's so good for all that. Apple had capped the RAM limit to 6 gigs for years when many Androids already had 12 gigs. Yeah, but, I mean, I don't really use my phone for all that much anymore. Honestly, I take some photos on it, and I browse occasionally some jobs on, like, Craigslist and Facebook, but yeah, I don't need my phone to do all those super things anymore. I know for a lot of people it's still important to have, you know, strong phones for gaming. I know mobile gaming is, like, a huge market. I know a lot of people do mobile gaming, so I want them to be able to have that, but I just don't need it, you know? Okay, we're gonna see if this works. These pieces are so slippery. I know mobile gaming is getting better, though. For a while there, mobile gaming, you know, was a joke that everyone made fun of because it was just cash grabs. And while there certainly are still... There's no doubt that there's still just cash grabs on phones. You know, Call of Duty Mobile, PUBG Mobile, other things have really shown that you can make a real game on mobile. We just need to stop having all these people who just take advantage of gamblers and, you know, people who are addicted and all the I think the term is whales, people who dump $100,000 into a mobile game like Diablo Immortal. Like, we need to stop making games like that. And if we could focus on making real games like Stardew Valley on mobile, amazing. Darkest Dungeon on mobile, amazing. Those are real games that were put on mobile that play amazing and are really fun games. So that's the sort of thing we need more of when it comes to mobile gaming. Alright, put that guy on there, so that's what it looks like now. And it looks like we got one more tree of buds to put together here. Okay, these guys, and we're going to offset them. And then it says to stick a rod through them. All the way through. Gonna skewer them, and then another couple offsets. Alright, so something like that. And then we're just gonna fill this thing with little flowers. I am curious though, since we're talking about phones, those new Samsung Galaxies with all like the 6 cameras attached and the super zooms and all those sort of thing. Those look pretty interesting to me, and I'm not gonna lie, you know, cameras obviously very important to me as a photographer. Like, and I can't always have my big camera on me, so having a phone camera is super important as well. Those ones might be good enough to get me off the Apple family. Those Samsung cameras are just absolutely phenomenal. The LiDAR sensors are really cool that they're putting in phones now. I really like having LiDAR on my iPhone. So if they keep innovating like that, I'm not sold on loyalty to Apple. I can be bought off with a good enough camera. They also make, I've never thought to try this, but they make a mount for your iPhone. You can attach your camera lenses to your iPhone using a rig. So you can put a mirrorless or a DSLR lens on your iPhone. I'm not sure how that works or how good that works or if that even works, but someone made a mount for it. So I always thought it'd be fun to try that, to take my 400 or 800 zoom lens and strap it to my iPhone and try taking pictures with an 800 millimeter lens strapped to an iPhone and see what happens. Thought that might be an interesting thing to see. I feel like we're going to run out of pieces before we're done here. We're close to the end, so put that in there. Oh, we got one more guy. There we go. All right, and now we cover this in flowers. I think this is gonna work. I think I got them offset enough. Put that guy there. I think we're gonna finish this today. We got one more flower to build after this, so I think we're almost done. Then I don't know what we're gonna do with all the flowers, to be honest. Gotta figure out where I'm gonna put these guys or what I'm gonna do with them. They're all very pretty. I love the Lego flowers. Next, I think I want to get the Lego bonsai tree, to be honest. I love the Lego bonsai tree. I also love the Mighty Bowser. I just can't imagine how it costs so much for some of those sets, you know? Like, I understand that Lego understands that their demographic is not just kids anymore, right? They sell to adults who love Lego as well, so I understand that they know that some of their demographic has money, but... Oh, come on. I'm breaking off other pieces to get this one on. Why is this one being so stubborn? Let's move it a little bit. Let's see if we can get a better angle on it. With iOS 16xx, Apple pushed out an update that allowed their users to completely encrypt their cloud, and apparently the FBI was not happy about that. Yeah, I know. I know that the FBI does not like a lot of Apple's policies because Apple takes privacy decently serious, and they don't just allow the police and FBI and all that to just enter the phones. They wouldn't put a back door into certain things that would let law enforcement just look at their data, which I applaud Apple for. You know, thanks for protecting our privacy, but also, like, you know, I'm not an anti-cop person, I'm not an ACAB person, but also the cops haven't really done a whole lot to earn our trust as of late, so I don't necessarily want them to have access to whatever they want whenever they want, you know? Like, make them follow the legal proceedings that are already in place, because I am certain that there are ways they could access that if they got the proper warrants and the proper, you know, proofs that something was going on. So make them do it. That the laws exist for a reason, right? Like, what's the point of having those procedures in place if there's like, oh, well, we're just going to make companies put a background or a back way in and we're just going to use that? No, you have to follow the laws like anyone else, right? You know. Okay, here's my rant for the day. You know, I love a good rant. You know, people hold people who go to church at a higher standard. When someone from the church or the clergy, you know, does something wrong, people are always like, oh, you know, well, why is a priest caught doing this? Well, the priest is a person like anyone else. People do those sorts of things. Like, people fail. But when it comes to the church, people hold you to a higher standard, and the same thing should be for police officers. You should be held to the highest standard. You can't just say, oh, well, you know, people are bound to fail. Well, certainly, but guess what? Because of your position, people hold you in a higher regard, and you have a duty to live up to that higher regard, right? That's just, I wouldn't call it a perk of the job, but that's the reality of the job. All right, we got this little guy all finished. Let's see, there we go. And now we have a little spiky burro's tail. The burrow tail or donkey tail is a tropical plant native to Mexico and Central America. All right, here comes the last one. Oh, it's doing things a little bit differently. Let's shake it up a little bit, I guess. So it says we're putting a green guy there. Like that. And then that. A red wedge opposite. Like that. And then we got one brown piece. Special brown piece we're looking for. That should hold one piece. Let's see here. Oh, where are you? Ah, this one. There we go. See, it's got little little notch in there to hold a piece. And so we're going to take one of you and one of you. Put it in there. And now we've got a piece at an angle. Now it says to surround this with green. Like that. And then I'm guessing we're going to build the planter up around it. Yep. One more time. I'm going to put these guys all around it. And now we need the final, this might be the last of the black pieces for the border. Should be at least. Yep, got those. Now the corner pieces. Is speed building Legos a thing? Like, I'm getting good enough at this. I feel like I could be a speed Lego builder. At least with this set. I've done it enough times. Let's see. I was actually looking at once trying to do the world record for beating the first Doom level, speedrunning the first Doom level, and it's like 8 seconds. Like, it's crazy fast. All right, we got that. So we set the planter aside, and now we need to make something here with wheels. I'm gonna take those 2 wheels and it says that you need to be able to see through the wheels. And I'm messing that up. Okay, maybe one at a time here. Okay. There we go. Okay. Can see through the wheels all the way. And then we're going to take these little red things and stick them in there. It kind of reminds me of loading a revolver, which I love the feeling of. There's just something classic about putting all the bullets into the chamber of a revolver, the wheel. Classic feeling. Alright, so we got all those guys in there. And I'm pretty sure I just messed up. I think I put those guys in upside down. Now, can I pull them out is going to be the question. Oh, no, that's not good. That's not good. However, I can just pull the rod out and stick it in correctly, I think. And boom, day is saved. That could have been real bad. Alright, so now it says to take this piece, put it on top, and then lock it in like so. And then we're going to take these pieces that I thought were guns, and I'm pretty sure, I'm still like 90% sure that that is a Lego gun, but I'm pretty sure we're going to stick them like that. And they're going to turn into like some sort of leaves or holders or something. Oh, put that one in wrong. It's a Lego gun holster, I guess. All right, almost one more. Just gotta do one more. There we go. It says set that aside, and now we've got to make the leaves. We're going to take 12 of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. 12 of those. 12 of these. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 6 studs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Got 5. Not a whole lot of pieces here. I've got some of other colors, so we might have to settle for 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 6 little pyramid guys. There's 4, 5, and 6. Alright, so what does this look like? We're almost done. We're real close to almost done. So it says we stick that guy in there, and then one on the opposite end like that. And so we're building a bunch of these. I don't really know what for, but again, we trust the process, trust the Legos. That's 3. Number 4. Just a few more. 5. And last is number 6. And now we just put these guys together to make those. And they're gonna stick on one side and then stick on the other side and make leaves. So we'll do that real quickly. Throwing them all together. And now we're going to stick them on the sides of these. Oh, going too fast. I broke that one. Just excited to finish this. It's been not a super long project. I think I've done this three days of sitting down and putting time into it, so definitely not long or hard, but I'm excited to have it finished. Excited to have all the flowers finished. So we are almost there. All right, we got all that. Now these guys attach. How do these attach? There we go. As such. And last one. Oh, come on. There we go. Got. And then this sticks in an angle through that angled piece we had in the box. So now we've got a flower and an angle. And there's one last piece to this one, and that is, I think, the actual flower. So we're going to take like that. And a couple more pieces. Couple more. One more. And a brown piece on top. Looks like that. And now we've got this kind of shingle piece that's gonna hook to the back of these grippers, and that's gonna turn it into a flower, I think. Pretty sure. Like 90% certain. Take that, and these guys just attach like this. Very beautiful. And this piece attaches like that. And now there's one last piece. You grab this guy, stick a rod through him, and one more. A little party hat on this guy. Oh, there we go. A little party hat on this guy. And oh, looks like there's still more pieces. This guy and this guy. Oh, come on. Go like that. And then that goes right in the center. And there you have a red Echeveria. It says red is the color of love. Next Valentine's Day, skip the roses and give the Lego red Echeveria instead. Oh, weird. That says it's done, but then it says that there's 2 more pieces that you can attach to it. That's kind of strange that it would tell you you're done and then have one more step, but okay. We're just covering up that that green there, so it said go ahead and stick those guys on like that to cover up the last of that neon green. That looks better. It's a good final step. All right. We now have the flower, the donkey tail, one of the cactuses, this purple one, don't know its name, this little guy, the big cactus, and I attached these guys together, so we got 3. And that is the Lego succulents. Thank you for building these with me, guys. Thank you for hanging out today. I think that's it for me. I gotta go grocery shopping, like I said. So thank you for hanging out today. It was a wonderful time. Have a blessed day, and we'll see you next time we stream.